Welcome back to another video.
This week we took our Toyota coaster to the Adelaide Hills for a change of scenery.
We hope you love this area as much as we do, so stick around to see what we get up to.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
We are in the Adelaide Hills and it's a nice foggy morning today. We've been up here for a few days already, but this morning we've got a full day of exploring planned. So we're heading into a place called Crafer now, and then once it opens we're going to check out the Mount Lofty Botanic Gardens.
Exciting.
Should be good.
So we've been at the Botanical Gardens for like 2.5 hours. We really enjoyed ourselves walking around, but it's definitely gotten sunny and heating up now. But we're going to head into Harndorf, going to have a look around the town, and then we're going to go strawberry picking, hence my outfit change. And yeah, we're just going to go see what it's all about.
It's on days like today that we are so grateful to have gotten this Evapolar air cooler. You guys have seen the creative ways that we're trying to keep cool over summer, and this really couldn't have come any sooner.
We've been making good use of this since arriving in Adelaide last week, and it makes bus life so much more comfortable when you're sat in front of it. The Evapolar cooler is designed to cool your personal space, not the entire room, making it much more energy efficient.
All you need to do is fill the water tank, plug in the USB cable and turn it on.
So the model we have is the Eva Light, which also has an LED that you can change the colour and brightness of. We are so grateful to Evapolar for sending this out to us, and if you want one too, you can scan the QR code on the screen or link in the description. we've just finished having a little look around the Harndorf town. It was very cute. And I have someone I want to introduce you to. We have a new addition to our family. This is Gooseneck. Say hello. Gooseneck will be coming along with us on our travels, so you'll be seeing a bit of him in the vlogs. Say hi. So we're off to pick some strawberries. Nath's not very happy about it.
It's a scam, I reckon. You have to pay to pick the strawberries and then you have to pay for the strawberries. But usually when you go to the shop, somebody's being paid to pick the strawberries and then you pay.
Yeah, but it's the experience, you know?
It's what Shana wanted to do. So, what did you think of Harndorf?
I thought that it was a bit touristy.
Yeah, today is the most touristy day we've had since getting on the road, I think.
But I still enjoyed myself,
Mm-hmm.
you know, having a look in the little shops and then going strawberry picking.
Yeah, it's still worth checking out.
Yeah.
I think I like some of the other towns that we've been to in the hills a little bit more, just because they're a little bit more quiet and that sort of thing. But I got some nice treats from the shops.
I know, we got some treats.
I got some lollies and I got some fudge. It's pretty hot today.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go find somewhere a bit more shady, and we've got some chores to do this afternoon, unfortunately. Hopefully we can get our laundry done in time to head out for a little walk around sunset or something like that. So let's get going.
Let's go. How much? Jesus.
Inflation.
Found these ones here. They're smaller and they're only $6, which is normal.
Yeah. They're tiny though.
They are really small.
But we only need small, so it's fine.
Someone left their knickers. Was that you? Was that you?
So we've just pulled into the car park at the bottom of Mount George in the Adelaide Hills, and we've had a pretty big day, so Shana's just going to chill in the bus for the afternoon. But as we pulled in, we noticed there was a koala up in the tree right above where we parked, and I've just found another one which is a little bit lower down. Not sure if I'll be able to show him to you. I'll flip the camera around so you can have a look, but we knew they were going to be here in the Adelaide Hills, and we're just blown away by how common they actually are, because obviously we don't get them at all in Western Australia. But on our walk, I think it was yesterday afternoon, we saw 8 koalas, which we think is pretty crazy. I don't think the novelty is going to wear off for us. I'll flip this around and give you a look at this fluffy little guy. So that was actually a really cool hike. I didn't have too high expectations, but it's beautiful out here. I think it's a lot nicer than Mount Lofty because I felt that place was a bit over commercialized, and it's also super busy, whereas there is not a single person out here, and the views are pretty stunning. You can't see the city because there are some larger hills on the other side of the valley here, but it's still just as beautiful anyways. So I'm gonna make my way back down to the bus now, hopefully before it gets too dark.
So we've had a bit of a change of scenery. We've driven down to the coast, the Fleurieu Peninsula. I think that's how you say it. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But we're down here exploring, well, we're in Victor Harbour at the moment. This morning we walked across to Granite Island in hopes to see a seal or a penguin, but had no such luck. I think we just weren't there at the right time of day. Probably would be like a late afternoon or super early morning kind of thing. But now we're just filling up our water. And we're going to be hanging around this area for a couple of weeks, so we'll bring you guys along. But yeah, that's it. So Nathan and I were just talking about how the beaches here are very good for photography and they're quite picturesque, but they do not look inviting for a swim. And I don't know if that's just because we've come from Esperance, which is quite literally the most beautiful beach probably in the world. I don't know. I've never been anywhere else like it. But it's absolutely crystal clear blue water, white sand. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. So yeah, I haven't gone swimming at all since we got to South Australia. I don't think, have we?
Once in that rock pool.
Oh, sorry.
Last week,
yeah, in the rock pool.
Once only.
Once, and that was really nice water. But yeah, nothing is making me want to get in the water yet. I'm hoping that might change when we get further down the coast, because I've seen photos and it does look quite nice. So I've got my fingers crossed and my hopes high that I'm going to find a beach that I just want to jump in. And even if I don't, maybe I'll just do it anyway. So probably every 1 or 2 weeks there's like a whole heap of leftover stuff in the fridge that is going a bit bad, and I don't want to waste anything. So tonight we're going to make what's left in my fridge pasta. I guess it's going to be like bolognese inspired ish, just because I've got some tempeh and some TVP and some mushrooms and some pasta. So I'm just going to use what I've got. I've got some snow peas that I wouldn't usually put in a bolognese, but we're just going to make it work, and we're not going to waste anything. And as always, I'm on a giant lean. So cutting things up is a challenge. Luckily, I like a challenge. This is all the veggies chopped up, which is actually a lot more than I thought it was going to be. And the pan is already like half full with tempeh, and I haven't even put any liquid in there yet. So I think what I'll do is I'll just use maybe half of this, and then, or even a third, and then save the rest of it, and I might make a curry tomorrow with what's there.
Good morning. It is bloody hot today. We're in O'Sullivan Beach, which is like the suburbs or outer suburbs of Adelaide. I've got some distant family over here, and my mum's visiting at the moment. So we're just going to stay there for a couple of nights, and we're checking out the area.
Look at this, guys.
Beautiful.
So we're absolutely cooking. What time is it? It's pretty early still, but it's like 30.
It's 9:30.
Yeah, it's already 31 degrees, which doesn't sound that hot, but it feels really hot.
It's really hot.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hot day. Our bus is parked in the driveway in full sun.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna have to hide in the house.
Yeah, we're lucky that we're staying with Nath's family, and they've got a pool and we can go inside in the aircon, and there's a beach walking distance, so we probably won't be hanging out in the bus very much today, I don't think.
No, we can't. Thanks for joining us on another Bus Life video. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
If you did, please make sure you subscribe. It really helps our channel to grow, and we'll see you next time for more adventures around South Australia.